Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the Tarot Collective for today. Today is Monday. It is June 15th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog. We're not totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Deck of the Undead by Hattie Thorne. You can find this at hattiethorne.com. You can find it in her Etsy shop. So the last, 45 minutes I was at work, I got 3 messages. Okay. 2 of them are songs. And I don't know that the lyrics, because it was just me singing in my head certain parts of these 2 songs. And I don't know if these are the actual lyrics, but this is what I heard to the melody. The first one is Feel It All by Feist. Again, I don't know if the lyrics are the same, but this is what I heard and what I sang out loud. Now I know I want to win the war. The truth lies. And then I don't know what song this is, but I'm pretty sure it was Seal that sang it. And I don't think that the lyrics are accurate, but this is what I heard. Time keeps on slipping away into the future. I don't know if those are the actual lyrics of the song, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the song. And then the third message is, and this is pretty simple: abused kids become abused parents. Question mark. My ear is ringing. My left ear is ringing. All right. I don't usually get messages to share. And even if I do, for whatever reason, sometimes I forget them in the car. Sometimes I forget them at work. Last week, I wrote something down for me. It was a message for me. And I threw it away. And then I had to try and remember what it was. Anywho, we got 1 on the table, 2 on the table, 3 on the table. Okay. That was a little, not ironic. What was I going to say? A little sarcastic. That was a little sarcastic. Somebody might have gotten hurt in the situation. Or walked away from a situation feeling hurt. And whoever this person is, what was that from? Was that My Cousin Vinny? Yeah, My Cousin Vinny. When Vinny's in the courtroom and he wears he has a suit, but it gets mud on it. So he has to go get a last minute suit. And Lisa, right, his fiance, or I guess technically she was just his girlfriend. They technically weren't engaged yet. I can't remember. She went to go get him a new suit, but the place that makes the suits, sells the suits, they were all sick. So the store was closed. So she went to the resale shop, and all she could find him was like a magician's uniform, like a magician's suit, which is kind of fitting considering this is tarot. Um so he wore that into court, and the judge was like, are you making fun of me? Because he had told him, quit coming in here in your leather pants and your leather jacket. Like, you need a suit. This is court. You need to dress professional. That's why he went out and got the suit, because the judge kept holding him in contempt of court. So he wears this magician suit thinking, okay, well, I have to wear it. Like I can't wear the leather pants and the leather jacket. So the judge asks him, like, are you messing with me? So he calls him up to the uh he calls him up to the bench, and he's like, why are you wearing that? So Vinny, right, explains to him what happened to his suit, and that this was the only suit that he could find, and that he bought it and he's wearing it for the judge, for you, right? And the judge is like, I don't like your attitude. I am holding you in contempt of court. And it's the judge was played by the actor that played Herman from the Munsters, by the way. Um and as Vinny turns to go back towards his table, he goes, yeah, that's a big fucking surprise. Whoever this is, took me long enough to get that out. Whoever this is somebody that feels like they're always getting hurt in a situation, like always getting screwed over. If it's a relationship, like somebody will cheat on them, somebody will choose someone else over them. They don't really have. Oh, why am I holding cards face up? We got 4 on the table. They don't really have hope that things are going to change for them. And it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be any type of situation, but 5 on the table. No major, no reverse. 6 on the table. This is someone that, like, if it was relationships, they're like, yeah, I'm done with relationships. Like, nothing works out for me. If this is like a job, it's like, oh, I always apply for this for a new job, for this job because I'm interested, and I don't get hired, every time I get my hopes up. Every time I'm hoping I'll be the first one picked for kickball, and I never am. I actually liked being the last one picked for like those kind of things, because then you feel like you have no pressure. Like if you're actually good and they pick you for the softball team, the basketball team, the volleyball team. No, I wasn't any good in any of that stuff. Just leave me in the back. Just let me stand in the back and pick my nose. Like seriously. I think as an adult you realize like that shit just doesn't matter. Like who cares? And as an adult you realize I should have gotten a freaking doctor's note so I didn't have to take gym for 4 years. Because I liked gym as a kid. Gym as a kid was totally different. Gym in high school, it was like there was some kind of weird pressure there, and it's like, what's the pressure for? It doesn't make any sense. And you know what killed me? Pardon me. I don't think I ever passed a state fitness test. You know how like in gym class they were supposed to test you on certain things for fitness, and it was supposed to be like a state thing. Okay, I don't think I ever passed. So shouldn't I have technically not passed the class? And how do you hold, you know, 600 kids in a class, graduating class, I should say, accountable to all be at the same level, like physically? Like that doesn't really. I never understood that. And I swear to God, my senior year of high school, when I was in gym, because we only had to take it for like half the year, I think, that 4 months, 6 months, whatever it was, we spent like 90% of the time taking naps. Our female PE teacher would take us downstairs to the old gym, which they turned into like a fitness place with bikes, and they had weights. They had all kinds of stuff down there. Well, they had mats. So we would all pull out a mat, lay down on the mat. She would put on some, because they had like a sound system down there. So she would put on some type of, like Enya kind of thing. And we would all just kind of lay there like, we did that 90% of the time for gym class. That's what we did. Senior year. Senior year of high school. Okay, 2 more shuffles. This person feels like they're just surviving. They don't even really feel like they're living anymore. And they're like they don't feel any I want to say giddiness, but that's not it. They don't feel any drive. They don't feel any hunger to move, to do anything. Last shuffle. We got 8 on the table. Look at this. We got 8 on the table with bottom of the deck. We have no major. We have no reverse. We have a Page of Swords, a King of Swords. We have a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles. We have 4 Pentacles, 3 Swords, and 1 Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant with 10 of Cups. Top of the deck is Queen of Wands, 9 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Ooh. I'm pretty sure I was talking about the Feel It All by Feist. The bottom of this card says she feels it all. She feels it all. Do, do, do. All right. I'm going to set that on the box. We've got 10 of Swords, Page of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, King of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. This is someone that, like, this is someone, I don't know that I would say, like, they're, what is that? I wouldn't say that they're, like, depressed or clinically depressed or anything like this, but whoever this is, it's almost like they feel like they have nothing to live for. And I don't think it, like I said, I don't think it's like suicidal or anything like that. I just think, because it's the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. One says survival is an act of care. 4 of Wands says surviving is easy, celebrating is hard. This person is in survival mode because they feel like they're just constantly getting screwed over by, like, everybody around them. Here's the thing. Whoever this is, like, they're surviving just fine. Like, they're living their life just fine. The thing is what do they have to celebrate? Like, this would be somebody, like, that has walked away from all their friends, doesn't really talk to their family except for maybe at the holiday. This is somebody that they're not in a relationship because every time they get in a relationship somebody fucks them over. And like I said with this King of Swords, like, they have no drive. They have no drive. I know it should be in the reverse, but they don't have any. They don't have any drive. They don't have any hunger to, like, do anything for themselves. And I mean, like, so, like I said, they're fine, right? Like, they get up, they go to work, they come home, Putz around in the yard, watch TV, play with the dog. If this is someone's married, they're married, they got kids, they play with their kids, they talk to their kids. Like they go through the motions, okay? And they can do this relatively happily, right? Like it's not like this is like I said, I don't think this person is depressed or anything. But the thing is they have no hunger, they have no drive to do anything. Like if this person used to play the piano, they no longer play the piano. If this is someone that used to read a lot, now they read like one book a year. Like it's just giving like I don't have any drive to do anything. So what is this all for? The thing is what is going to give you back that drive so that you could start doing for yourself again? Because I feel, and this is just me, call me crazy, I feel like I'm at my happiest when I'm the most productive. Now, what I consider productive might not be what you consider productive. What I consider worthwhile might not be what you consider worthwhile, right? It's just like abundance. Some people think abundance is just money. Some people think abundance has nothing to do with money. Everybody is different. This person doesn't do anything to build themselves. They don't do anything to like keep themselves emotionally and spiritually going, right? This King of Pentacles, Hattie Thorne wrote at the bottom, he who holds the scrap rules the ruin. I think even this person recognizes like I don't really do anything to build myself up. And I think other people are looking at this person and are like, well, what are you doing? Like, like you used to write, you don't even write anymore, You used to date, you don't even date anymore, Like, I don't know. I think other people are starting to notice that there's something like off about this person. But it's like a lack of interest in anything relationship based. Because again, it doesn't have to be like a lover situation. It could be friend, family, coworker, it could be their job. And I get it. Like if this were a relationship, I get it. I get it because I say it all the time. Like, may that kind of love never find me, right? Like, I say stuff like that all the time. But I also say that, yeah, I would love to have a partner. Do I have standards? Of course I have standards. Everybody should have standards. Am I going to get my partner? I don't know. I left that up to God. I let go and I let God on that. So I'm not out there chasing men or women or, you know, trying to bring home the biscuit or the bacon. Biscuit or the sausage. There we go. I don't need to do that. Like, I'm just fine on my own. And there's nothing wrong with believing that. But this is someone that's at the point where they're just like, no, like, I think I'm just gonna finish out my days, without a person, without this, that, and the other. Sorry, my ear is like driving me nuts. there are people that are looking at this person and believing that they hold themselves apart too much, or maybe like they think too highly of themselves. I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's possible. There is no way you could think too highly of yourself. You should always think highly of yourself. That phrase doesn't even make sense to me. I don't acknowledge it as a sentence. Hmm. This person might feel too. They might feel as if they are no longer part of the living. I don't know why I was picturing somebody in the hospital, like in a room in a bed, and something about like a surgery is gonna hurt too much or something. I don't know. It looked like a woman in the bed, and it looked like a woman talking to her. Hmm. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I think it's a choice whether you're I think it's a choice to pull yourself away from friends, family, to leave lovers situations. I mean, people might leave you too, but it's a choice to do all those things, and to stay away, right? And you can make new friends and you could find a new lover. Like, you don't have to be by yourself. And I hate to sound so mean because I don't mean to be, but I feel like instead of complaining about it, like instead of wallowing it, go find a person, go find a new friend. Like, what are we doing here? I'm going to leave it there. I hope it does not resonate for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous evening. I will talk to you later.